Hello everybody, I'm Renzo Mox, and welcome to yet another Bionicle 2016 Winter Wave set review. This is set 71305, Lewa, Uniter of Jungle. Okay, so let's take a quick look at this thing. See, cool Lewa, there's set information there, green name, pretty cool. It's hard to see, but you can see Lewa's Nuva symbol, really cool. And then there's the creature symbol, which is kind of hard to see. To the back, you can see some of the functions, the mask popping off function, and then the waist function, which I showed in the other two reviews. If you take Uxar and Lewa and put them together, you can create that thing, or that's just one of the recommended ways. You can really do it however you want. Lewa's comic shows Umarak being evil. Uxar flies in. Lewa hits the shadow trap away, grabs his golden mask, and then Uxar's like, yo, let's fuse. And then they fuse, and then they beat Umarak and get the Mask of Control. So, that's it for the box. So, let's talk about Lewa, who has gotten a downgrade, upgrade. I want to say upgrade, but in reality, it's pretty much a downgrade. He looks completely different from his older counterpart. First of all, Lewa has just straight up abandoned the Keat Orange color scheme, which I do. It's a shame. I really did like the Keat Orange, but they brought it back with yellow, but there's even less yellow on this set than there was on Uxar, Creature of Jungle. Let's just go ahead and actually, there we go. So you can see lots of silver, almost more silver than green, which is a shame. But his main color scheme consists now of the bright green color, or just green, whatever. So bright green, or Green Lantern green. Look at the mask, it looks so awesome. So bright green, silver, and then trans green. People are calling it trans bright green, but it's just trans green in my preference. And a bit of yellow. Yellow is just a highlight at this point. You can see yellow axles there, and just yellow details on the chest. Now, let's go over articulation, because it's slightly different than the other ones. You know, average head, really put that down. Really move this up, and this is a pro from Lewa. You can actually move it up. Unfortunately, still doesn't go up that high because of the unity piece, so you can really only go that far. But it's not really that much of a con. The shoulders are actually built together like Pohatu, but it's a bit different this time around because the articulation is definitely limited. You can't really get that much. You know, you can actually put it behind his back, just fine. You can get it like that far, which is kind of weird. But going forward, it's definitely limited. And then they actually put the joint like this. I don't really know why. That kind of ruins it, in my opinion. It does not look good. Hold on. There we go. It does not look good. Plus, you can't move it forward. That's as far as you can go. Yeah. Hand can move, and then of course the legs. This, and then you also get a bit of a new leg design, a Technic leg design with the scroll leg. It's very interesting, but the design is kind of flawed in that these pieces can pop off of the leg incredibly easily. But that's it for the color scheme and the articulation. So let's move on to the functions. Okay, so talking about this guy's functions, he has a few. One little function. Never mind. I'll show that later. First of all, he has the little mask popping out function where you press the trans light blue part and his mask goes flying off. It's very nice, it's very solid, since there isn't I don't know, I don't really have an explanation for why it's like that. It's a very nice feature. The second feature would be the waist swivel, because trading in lack of gearbox because of the Unity mode, there is no longer a gearbox. However, there is a waist swivel, which can be done fairly easily, pardon. You just take this and you take the figure, and it's very nice. And Golly's was kind of squeaky, and Pohatu's was very loose. This one's just right. It's very interesting. Lewa's weapons aren't really built for this. It depends on how much you tug on the gear. It does get squeaky like that too. If you rub against the gears in a different way, I don't know. It is a neat function, nonetheless. But there is kind of a secondary function. It's not really a secondary function. It's more like just a side thing you can do. His weapons on a blue axle, so you can flip them around like this, and it gives you more option for play. You can even do like a flying pose, like actual like Lewa. Just get his arms like this. I don't know. It's interesting. It's better than Narmoto from 2015, the Protector of Fire's swords in that factor. Okay, so what does Lewa come with? Well, obviously he comes with a golden mask. This is his golden mask, and it looks very nice. You know, Nuva symbols. It's hard to show you on my screen because it cannot focus, but it's a gold and trans green, which is a nice mix. It's very cool to see that, and it looks very nice. I love the shaping of it. It's incredibly it just looks cool. Now I'll actually show you Lewa with the mask on. Just put that off. And with Pohatu's, it kind of blended in. This one's okay. The gold does not really match well with this color scheme because there's so much silver that silver almost, at this point, seems like the main color scheme. Gold's just like, it's kind of rude. It's kind of rude. But the trans colors really blend in well. I do appreciate that with the new golden masks, or what are these called, fusion masks, or just golden masks of unity. I guess that would make sense. So yeah, that's what they are there for. So that's pretty cool. Just launch that off. Nice collectible. Okay, so what do I think about Lewa, Uniter of Jungle? He's okay. He loses a lot of just basically originality from his last form. His arms are really high up. He had really long arms. He had really short legs. He was a unique character. He even had like little blades on his shoulder. He was unique looking. They definitely take a lot of that away by making him really generic. His arms are a big problem, just because they're so short and because of the articulation. However, you can get cool poses like that, so that's something that I do like. His weapons are meh, they're okay. They don't really have a purpose, they're just flinging blades. I guess that's cool, you know, that's okay. That's fine. But his legs, they're okay. The golden mask is cool. It doesn't look especially good on Lewa, but I don't know. It's definitely a mixed bag. So, would I recommend this Uniter to you? If you're getting all of them, then sure. But if you can only buy one $15 Uniter, actually, if you could only buy one $15 Uniter, probably be either Pohatu or Lewa. It's kind of hard to decide now, but not Golly, because she's actually terrible. But that's all I have to say about Lewa. In the next video, we will be reviewing Tahu, Uniter of Fire. I'm pretty excited for that review. So, talk to you guys then. Goodbye.